Put your hands together for Jordan Leung, everybody! Hi, everyone.
That's me, about to do stand-up comedy for the first time in my life. And that's me, getting ready to do my first headline comedy show.
But I'm also walking into that threesome like Oprah. You get a condom, you get a condom, you get a condom. Everybody gets a condom. All bad ideas.
Speaking of bad ideas, you ever hear about that guy who went to grad school at Columbia, then had a job in data science, and decided to throw it all away to pursue comedy? Yeah, that's me. That's the smile of someone who knows that he wasn't gonna use his degree the way his mom wanted him to. Since the first time I did stand-up, I knew this was something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I just kept doing it, and doing it, and doing it. I got asked to do my first headline comedy show in 2021. Muhammad's the guy that was giving out condoms earlier. And on a whim, I decided that this would also be my first comedy special.
Hold on, wait, I know how to do this.
Because as my mom always told me,
機會係留俾有準備嘅人。
Ready for the fucking headline! Let's welcome to the stage the very funny Jordan!
What's up, guys? As I was walking up here, this guy was going to the bathroom and gave me a high five. Cool, man. This is probably the most Hong Kong people we've had in one of these shows. And you can make some noise if you want. It's cool, yeah. I'm from Hong Kong too, you know. I go to school by bus, you know. But I went to international school, so it was like a nicer bus. It's cool. If you don't know what international school is, that's when my parents had a lot of money for me to listen to a bunch of expats say stupid shit. And now when I do English comedy shows, expats pay money to hear me say stupid shit. Yeah, life comes full circle. International school was fun. Like, we used to do these things where it was like bring food from your culture to school day. Oh yeah. And like, dude, the white kids did not stand a chance. We had like a Japanese kid, like his mom would make these rice balls that were like shaped like Pikachu, you know, and we're all just like, yeah, like, give me that, you know. And then we had this Australian kid who would bring Tim Tams. We bought this from a store, you know. I didn't even try. Another thing, well, that wasn't a word. Another thing about international school is like we had this one kid, he was like half Japanese, half German, and like he was really popular because if there's one thing that Hong Kong people like, it's mixed people. You know, every time we see a mixed person, we're just like, wah! You know? We all really liked this kid, you know, until we learned about World War II. Yeah, I've never seen all the Asian kids and white kids like so united, you know. They're all just like, yo, fuck this motherfucking Japan-Nazi ass motherfucker. There's some people in the audience that I went to school with. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I'm not making this up. All right. I don't like the name international school though, because it like implies like international and global, but in reality, like only really like strong, powerful countries have international schools, you know? Like if you're like a war-torn country, you wouldn't have an international school. Like I've never seen a Palestinian international school. PIS, anyone here from PIS? If I had a choice, I would have gone to the Islamic State international school. ISIS. Who are you shushing? Shut up. That's cool. I wonder how like COVID has affected terrorism. You know, like I feel like there's not a lot going on. Can you imagine getting fired from ISIS, man? Like, the boss calls you in, like, hey, man, like, with all these travel restrictions. Just no journalists coming in to chop the heads off. Or you're just like, oh, like, can I work from home, you know? Like, no, it's not how this industry works. Cool. Let's see. What else was I gonna say? Talk a little bit about myself. I'm 6 feet tall, and like most guys who say they're 6 feet tall, I'm 5'11". Sometimes I go to the gym, and like, you ever see those short guys that are like super strong, you know? I was talking to one of them, and he was like, oh, I can almost squat 600 pounds. And I was like, oh, that's cool, because I'm almost 6 feet tall. And some of my friends don't like that joke, usually the shorter ones. And they're like, hey man, like, at least that guy worked hard to be strong, you know? You didn't work hard to be kind of tall, which really offends me because I'm like lactose intolerant, you know? I used to drink like half a gallon of milk every day growing up because I wanted to be tall. You know, you don't know how much diarrhea I had to go through to get to this height. It's fine, guys. All right. This is a guy that high-fived me as I was on that stage.
I got beer in that bathroom, man.
Oh, okay. I didn't ask, but it's okay. Yeah, it's cool. I do comedy. I don't know if you guys know that. But I actually don't like telling people that I'm a comedian because, like, as soon as I tell people that, it just changes the whole dynamic of the relationship. Like, I've been going to this gym. I was at this gym for like a year, right? And just never told them. And one day they just asked me, but I think they're getting kind of suspicious. They're like, this guy only comes in during unemployed people hours. They just asked me, like, oh, what do you do, man? And I was like, oh, I'm a comedian. And then they're like, oh, like, how come you're not funny then? And first of all, if you've seen this guy, like, he's not even that buff, all right? But I'm just like, dude, I'm here to work out, you know? Like, how are you supposed to be funny when you work out? You know, you want me to, like, juggle the weights? Stupid. I don't know, working out's kind of dumb, like, you know, there's like this whole concept of like leg day or whatever, and like if you skip it, you're a bitch apparently. Well, it's like, dude, like leg day is so hard, you know, and all it does is like makes your legs like thicker, which makes your dick look smaller. It's like a lose-lose situation. It's a scam by the fitness industry. It's cool. Cool. I'm gonna talk about my dating life a little bit. Alright, let's actually a couple of girls in the audience that I would like been on dates with. So, thanks for coming. I don't know. Some of these jokes might be about you. Walk into a room and like, wow, I've had sex with a lot of people in here. Just kidding, I'm kidding. I'm a virgin. All right. I think one of my like most memorable date. Thank you. I'm gonna drink water. Can I say memorable again? All right, it's fine. I just left right now. One of my most memorable dates was like this girl. She like took me to this gay bar, you know. Oh, you heard this one already? Sorry. Anyway, this girl took me to a gay bar, you know, and there's like two kinds of gay bars, you know. There's a kind where gay people go to have fun, and the other kind where straight people go to say they've been to a gay bar. I'm not sure which one I went to, but it was fun, you know. We were like making out at the gay bar, you know, just the guy and the girl making out at the gay bar. You're still laughing at yourself, man. But just making out, and the whole time I was just thinking like, this must be how it feels to be the only white person at a Chinese restaurant. So like, technically I'm not doing anything wrong, you know, but I know I'm ruining the vibe. Mostly date Asian girls, you know, but every now and then I'll throw in like a white girl in the mix. Because once you go white, you occasionally might. The thing that I found attractive about this girl was like, she's a white girl in Hong Kong who wasn't an English teacher. And I was like, oh wow, that's so hot. Someone with ambition. Turns out she worked at South China Morning Post. All right. Alright, that's just cool. Alright. Just kidding. Yeah. Alright, my hardcore fans are like, oh, I already heard that one on your Instagram. Yeah. Dude, you wouldn't do that at a Drake concert. You would be like, yo, I already heard this on Spotify, you know? There's this one girl I was talking to a while back, like we like hang out a lot, and I just decided to tell her like how I felt about her, you know. I was like, oh, like I'm like kind of into you, you know. And then she was like, oh, Jordan, I think you're a really nice guy. Yeah, and that's when you know it's over, right? Like no one's ever been like, oh, I think you're a really nice guy, and it would be even nicer if you shoved your cock down my throat. Some of my friends ask me like, do you ever like meet girls like immediately after a show, you know? And it's only happened once. One time this girl came up to me, she's like, you want to like get a drink or something? And she had a mask on, so I was like, maybe? You pull it down for 2 seconds, I'll give you an answer right away. But, you know, I went to the bar with her, it was cool. And we get to the bar, she takes her mask off, and like, she has some fucked up teeth, man. Like, her teeth were so yellow that the police tried to arrest her teeth. Yeah. Oh, calm down, man. Cool. We have a lot of Hong Kong people here tonight, so. Oh, now you make noise? Alright. I'm try some of my like shameless jokes, so that's cool, yeah. If you bought someone with you that doesn't speak Cantonese, don't translate for them, alright? Just gonna fuck it up. I wrote these jokes for you, alright, cool. So in America, like a lot of white people, they like to get tattoos of like Chinese characters, right? And like this one dude, like, 佢問咗和平嗰個和, right? And he's like, I'm like, yo, do you know what this means, man? And he's like, yeah, it means peace. And I was like, yeah, it also means and. I wrote that joke 3 years ago when I was in America, and I was like, oh, I wish there was an audience that would understand. So, thank you, all right. Waited 3 years for that, and it's not even that funny. All right, next one. One of the biggest differences, I think, between Americans and Hong Kong people is the way Hong Kong people like leave comments and reviews. Like on Amazon, like Americans are like, if you see a 5-star review, they're like, oh my god, this product's amazing, it changed my life, oh my god, it's so good. But in Hong Kong, if you go on like HKTV Mall, the 5-star reviews are like, gay ho, and tall. It's the same when I post my like comedy clips on YouTube too, like the English ones, you're like, oh my god, it's so funny, I have my dick up, like. And then in Chinese, the comments are just like, 笑咗. So dumb, man. Yeah. You know how like, alright, you know how we like to mess with our non-Cantonese speaking friends, you know, you're like, oh, teach me Cantonese, and we're like, oh, sure, okay. They're like, oh, like, how should I talk to a girl? I'm like, oh, you should call her a tao hai, you know? That would really impress them, you know? But I feel like, you know, if you actually want to fuck with your friends, if you really want to fuck with your friends, you just teach them this phrase, like you should be like, yo, you should say this phrase.
Hey guys, this is Jordan. This joke probably shouldn't be on the internet, so you know, we're just gonna cut it out. Hope you guys don't know how to lip read. Let's pretend this never happened. Bye, back to the comedy.
Alright, let's talk about something else. Sometimes you gotta take risks. I almost drank from the mic. That was the risk I was gonna take. Oh no, it's fucked. Alright. What am I talking about? Let's talk about something lighter, you know? Like, let's talk about incest laws in Hong Kong. Is that cool? Don't shh me. I read in Hong Kong it's illegal to have sexual relations between like mother-son, father-daughter, and brother-sister, which means that incest in Hong Kong is okay as long as it's like homosexual incest. Hey, look, I can't tell if that's homophobic or progressive, you know? I don't know. Some of my friends are like, yo, gay people don't have rights in Hong Kong. I'm like, that's not true, you know? Look at the glass half full, you know. Love your dad's cum. Alright. Too much, Jordan. Calm down. Yo, I'm tired, man. I've been here for so long. Alright. Cool. Talking about sex stuff, I guess. I don't know. I stopped using Tinder, but last time I was on Tinder, this girl, she messaged me, she was like, hey, are you cool with being a sub? And I said yes, because I thought she meant substitute for her boyfriend. And I went over to her place, and she's not very nice to her boyfriend. The last quarantine thing happened, and that's when I tried phone sex for the first time. It's always the same person. But phone sex, I realized, is like 10% sex and like 90% lying. You know, like this girl would ask me questions like, "Oh, like, are you taking your pants off right now?" And I'm like, "Dude, my pants have been off the whole day." She asked me questions like, "Oh, like, how are you gonna fuck me?" You know, and I'm just like, "I'm gonna fuck you in one position until my legs get tired. And then I'll switch to a different position until your legs get tired. That's how I'm gonna fuck you. And you like that, you nod your I'm scared of this the audience. Let's go. I don't like the buying condoms in Hong Kong. The experience isn't very good. If you buy condoms at 7-Eleven, like, there's no way to be subtle about it, you know? Because it's like the cashier's here, right? And the condoms are here. It's just like, the one time, like, this girl's taking me back to her place, and I'm like, oh, hold on, I gotta get something from 7-Eleven. And just goes straight to line up. And she's like, I thought you need to get something. I'm like, yeah, I will. And I just like, I get to the front, right? And I just like look at them, and there's like so many options, you know? There's like flavors, there's like temperatures, there's like numbers with decimals on them. I'm just like looking through all of them, and there's like a line behind me. And they're just like, yo, hurry the fuck up, you know? But it's cool. The thing I like the least about buying condoms in Hong Kong, 7-Eleven, is like, it's so expensive, you know? It's like $100 for 3. So it's like, I always have to do the math when I hook up, like, do I want to have sex again? Or do I want to take a taxi home? Yeah, Mohammed, next time you throw those condoms out, you know, I'll take one. Alright, let's do one last joke, and then I'll go home and sleep. So as you guys can kind of figure out, like, I think about sex a lot. Surprise. And one thing I've been thinking about a lot is like, what is the craziest thing I can ask someone to do during sex, you know? And one thing I've been thinking is like, yo, it'd be cool to like hit a girl with like a belt, you know, just like whip her with a belt. And I feel like most Hong Kong girls would not be down for something like that. You know, they'd be like, yo, you're so gross, man. That's so fucked up, you know? But I'm just like, all right, what if it's like a Hermes belt? Oh, I should have hit me with the H, you know? Alright guys, thank you so much.
Good night, everybody. Let me hear it. That was actually Jordan's first time headlining, and it was fucking incredible. He sold it out and he crushed it.
Hey guys, it's Jordan. In my fucking pajamas. It's really cold in Hong Kong right now. Thank you for watching this, man. This is my first comedy special I ever shot. Also made some like NFTs and shit on OpenSea. I like cut out individual jokes, so if there are any jokes they really liked and you want to like waste money and own it on the blockchain or whatever, feel free to check out the links in the bio. I'm just gonna leave it on like bidding for like a little bit, see what happens. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I have a second one that I'll probably upload in a little bit. Not quite sure what I want to do with it, but yeah, thanks for supporting, I guess. Bye.